Alex.
Iya, Madam.
Kabar nih?
Baik, puji Tuhan.
Puji Tuhan lah
Iya.
ya. Walaupun di tengah kesibukan
Iya,
masih
benar.
tetap semangat nih kayaknya Pak Alex
Semangat, harus semangat, betul.
Oke, benar. Ini Pak, saya mau mengkonfirmasi nih. Bapak kan nanti ada supervisi oleh saya. Benar ya tanggalnya ini tanggal
Benar 8 Maret. Betul. 8 Maret.
Nah, saya ingin mengkonfirmasi saja. Semua sudah disiapkan Pak?
Sudah dengan baik, Madam. Jadi semua dari PowerPoint juga kelompoknya sudah saya kasih tahu juga. Jadi ada flip classroom lah. Udah saya kasih tahu juga tempat-tempatnya gimana. Ada setting arrangementnya juga gitu, Madam.
Gitu ya. Ini ya, berarti semua sudah disiapkan dengan baik,
Iya,
termasuk RPP?
Iya sudah, RPP materi juga sudah, Madam.
RPP berdiferensiasi ya?
Betul.
Oke, jangan lupa berdiferensiasi dengan menerapkan budaya positif juga ya.
Betul.
Nanti kalau memang ada yang mau ditanyakan, kita diskusi bersama ya terkait dengan RPP dan lain-lain yang akan diimplementasikan di dalam kelasnya ya Pak ya.
Iya, baik, Madam.
Oke, kira-kira nih saya mau tanya nih, kira-kira nanti tujuan pembelajaran yang ingin dicapai di dalam kelas itu apa ya Pak?
Kalau untuk hari Jumat di tanggal 8 Maret ini lebih ke kemampuan membaca anak, bagaimana mereka dapat mendemonstrasikan kemampuan membaca dengan teknik yang sudah mereka pelajari dengan baik. Dan juga kita akan menggunakan strategi bersama anak, yaitu adalah guided reading group. Kolaboratif.
Oke, kolaboratif ya.
Betul, kolaboratif.
Bagus sekali ya, berkolaborasi itu memang sangat-sangat penting yang tidak bisa kita pisahkan lagi dalam proses pembelajaran ya Pak ya.
Betul.
Luar biasa, saya sudah tidak sabar nih melihat proses pembelajaran yang akan Bapak lakukan nanti. Kira-kira nanti untuk area pengembangan yang Bapak ingin capai di dalam pembelajaran ini apa ya?
Pastinya metode kolaboratif, terus kemampuan menganalisis anak, dan juga keaktifannya. Saya berharap juga nanti kan ada kelompok-kelompok mereka sangat aktif ya dalam presentasi, jawab pertanyaan juga, dan pengelolaan kelas dari saya sendiri sih.
Oke, luar biasa sekali ya Pak ya untuk yang ingin dicapai di dalam pembelajaran. Nah, untuk strategi ini Pak, kira-kira strategi yang akan Bapak terapkan di dalam kelas?
Pastinya kelompok yang heterogen ya, Madam ya, supaya mereka bisa juga saling membantu, ada aktivitas. Jadi ada ketua kelompok dari low, middle, height ya. Lalu juga ada LKPD, materi-materi yang disampaikan. Pastinya juga metode diskusi supaya dapat manajemen dengan kelas dengan baik sih, Madam.
Oke, berarti sudah disiapkan semua ya strateginya,
sudah, benar,
termasuk model metode pembelajaran.
Betul.
Biasa, sudah tidak sabar nih. Ya, seperti yang saya sampaikan tadi, jika memang nanti ada perlu berdiskusi dengan saya, ayo kita sama-sama buat RPP-nya, kita lihat lagi modulnya ya. Kita akan diskusi bersama. Oke, saya rasa ada yang mau Bapak tanyakan?
Sejauh ini cukup, Madam. Nanti kalau pada supervisi sudah selesai, kita diskusi aja ya, Madam ya, dan tanya-tanya jawab.
Baik, nanti akan saya lihat di observasi ya. Saya akan observasi di hari Jumat ya. Nanti kita akan lihat, kita akan lihat apakah ini tercapai nantinya.
Oke, baik.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Alex.
Semangat
ya.
Semangat, Madam.
Tetap semangat, sehat-sehat terus.
Iya, terima kasih, Madam.
Ya, saya pamit dulu.
Oke, Madam.
Ya.
Let us sing Glory be to God. 1, 2, 3. Glory be to God the Father. Glory be to God the Son. Glory be to God the Spirit. Great Jehovah Tree. Dan membenci keberhasilan orang lain. Hati-hati, dosa sedang menunggu untuk masuk ke dalam hatimu. Ingatlah bahwa iri hati dapat menimbulkan konflik yang dampaknya akan sangat buruk bagi dirimu sendiri dan bagi relasimu dengan orang-orang di sekitarmu. Jadi kuasailah dirimu agar terhindar dari iri hati.
Dear Heavenly Father, our gracious and loving God, thank you so much for your blessing. Thank you for everything that you've already given to us. We are also grateful that we can gather together in this class. Thank you. Please bless each one of us so that we also can understand the materials well, and we also can listen to the teachers who will teach us today. Please bless all of us so that we also can glorify your name in everything we do, including our actions, words, and our thoughts. Please bless also the teachers who will teach us today so that they also will glorify your name. Please teach us, God, so that we don't and feel with others, and we can focus on ourselves and not to compare ourselves with others. This is our prayer, and Jesus we pray, amen. So let us sing Indonesia Raya. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good morning. Please sit down. Okay. So once again, how are you by the way? Fine. This is Friday, so I bet that you are very happy with Friday since that Friday is the last day of this week. And next week you are going to have 2 days off, which is on Monday and Tuesday, which is you can enjoy your day. Okay, so today our activity is we are going to have our reading activity, which is about wonderful reading experience. But before that, let me tell you about our agenda first and what we are going to do. So let's review first. Okay. So for the first and second meeting, what did you do actually for the last meeting? Did you guys remember what did you do? Yesterday, specifically. What did we learn yesterday? Okay, reading session, good. What is the topic of the new material? Materi barunya tentang apa? Yes, good. It's about recount text. Okay. Oh yeah, before that, I have an ice breaking. Yeah. So when I say clap your hands once, so you have to clap your hands once. Gitu keren ya. Jadi kalau misalnya clap your hand berarti gimana? Nah, kita lebih kencang lagi. Pintar. Sekarang shoot legs. 3 claps. Okay, 4 claps. Seperti itu ya. So we are going to have a ice breaking. First of all, stand up first. Stand up, stand up, stand up. I know that you're tired. Stand up. Sit down. Okay. To check your listening comprehension. Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Stand up. Okay, you don't focus. Clap your hands. 1. Okay, clap your hands. 2. Clap your hands. 3. Clap your hands. 4. Okay, sit down. Yeah, thank you. So, later we are going to have that ice breaking. Just laugh, okay? Just laugh. Just enjoy the ice breaking that I have made yesterday, yeah? Just yesterday. Okay, so take out your notebook, everybody. Silakan keluarkan buku catatannya. Take out your notebook. Take your notebook. Notebook, everybody. Okay. Okay, so let us give you about recontext. So what is the meaning of recontext? Can somebody tell me the meaning first as the review? Okay, itu cerita masa lalu, past experiences. Selain itu ada yang terdepan yang lain? Any ideas? I bet that you have already done the take-home materials, which is you have to find what is the meaning of take-home recontext. Apalagi selain itu, 10 points for you. Ada lagi? Selain itu, ada? What about the others? What is the context? Huh? Yes? Okay, pengalaman masa lalu, good Tristan. Selain pengalaman masa lalu, apakah ada lagi? So we all agree that the context is a text that telling about past experiences. Artinya pengalaman masa lalu. So it could be your personal experiences, it also could be your others' experiences. Jadi bisa aja pengalaman kamu sendiri atau orang lain. So later we are going to have our project. Nanti pada saat we also have a project for writing recontext individually, tapi using Canva nantinya. Setelah itu nanti kita print out, kita menjadikan tanya. Nanti ceritanya dari paragraf 2 di 3. So the last one, it must be the orientation part. It's just like the conclusion, the summary. Okay, this one. Any questions so far about this? No? Alright, so today basically, through studying the context, we can learn many insightful lessons for our own lives about someone else's past experience. So basically you learn about past experiences. You also can have a valuable lessons to be learned. Jadi kamu bisa belajar juga nih dari cerita-cerita teman-teman kamu atau cerita kamu sendiri, you also have something that you can learn in the past. Sometimes our past experience also shape us our future experience. So masa depan kita juga ditentukan oleh past experience, betul kan ya? So from the past experience we also can learn many things. So this is why the benefit of learning the context, not only about the structure and how to use it, but you also can learn how to write grammatically, and you also can learn some valuable lessons. Winnie, you can go ahead. Okay, so these are our today's activity. We are going to review the pre-reading activity. You are going to identify main ideas and the structure of today's context. While reading, you are going to have reading activity as the guided reading group. We have already done this previous materials. At the post reading, you are going to have a summary writing with your friends. So you are going to discuss with your friend the summary of the text. The closing is the conclusion and reflection. Okay. So this is our learning objective, or we call as tujuan pembelajaran. Through independent practice using the collaborative learning strategy guided reading group. So we have your group, 3 of you, and 1 is the leader. Students can demonstrate their ability to read the context using the techniques that you have already choose, either skimming or scanning or detailed reading, in answering lots until hot questions appropriately. So there are some questions later on that you are going to have to fill out. Then give the reasons inside them. Any questions? No, thank you. Okay, so there are some attitudes that I want you to highlight to you. First is participate and listen actively as our first rule in our class. The second is on task. You have to discuss, not gossiping. Some of you probably like gossiping, but don't do that. Use tone voices when you want to talk with your friends. Do not shout because your friends are not deaf. They can hear your voice. Respect each other as I respect you. We are one family. Yeah, we are one family. To ask, please raise your hand. Okay? If you want to ask a question, just ask me. Stay with your group. You cannot go with other groups. You all belong to each other. Okay. Any questions? No. Okay. Don't be nervous. Alright, so let's review our pre-reading activity. Okay. Can somebody help me to distribute this? Yes. Okay. Alright. While Patrick, Archie, Charles, and Akmira are distributing the module, if you have already got your module, please open this one is specialist. Open the wonderful eating experience as our read context today. So please open this part, a wonderful eating experience. So you're going to read about Lina and her husband experience when to for food. You got it? A wonderful eating experience. Don't forget to write your name, Richard. Okay, so I will give you like 10 minutes to read first. Then we are going to identify the structure of the text and the main idea of each each paragraph, okay? Now, please read first, everybody. Read first with your friends. This part. Open this part. This part. Okay, so now read with your friends. Make sure that you understand which one is orientation, which one is series of events, which one is the reorientation part. Okay. You get it? You may discuss with your friends which one is the orientation part, series of events, or problem, and the last one is the orientation. So don't forget to determine the main ideas of each paragraph. Jangan lupa cari main idea-nya juga ya. First paragraph, what is the main idea? Later, I'm going to ask one person of each group to tell us the main idea. Oke, nanti saya akan pilih satu orang per grup untuk kasih tahu main idea paragraf satu apa, second paragraph, and the last paragraph. Main idea is the same as ide pokok per paragraph. Don't forget to determine the main idea of each paragraph, yeah? So you basically, the main idea of each paragraph is at the first sentence or probably the last sentence. So you have to read the whole paragraph first to determine the main idea. Okay? You finish? Yes. Okay, let's discuss together. Each group will represent their group to tell us about the main idea. Who will be the first group, please? First paragraph. No one? Okay, what about Chineris group first? Okay, please. What is the main idea of the first paragraph?
Corfu is a great island and a top holiday destination for Greece.
Okay, good. Corfu is the best local destination for the Greek people, including Lina and her husband, right? Okay, next. Anyone who wants to add? You want to add? No? Who wants to add the first paragraph? Iron, please. Yes, a couple experience about a couple went to Corfu as their holiday experience. Good. Anyone want to add the last one? Yes, please, Fiona. Yeah, good. It's about summer holiday in Corfu. All agree that the first part it should be the what kind of part of first paragraph? Orientation. Why it is called as orientation? Because kenapa disebut sebagai orientation? Huh? Because yes, that's true. Introduction, very good job. It's about the first experience or introduction of the story. What about the second paragraph? Who wants to help me to find the main idea for the second paragraph? Ellen? Yes?
Lina and her husband wanted to do something a bit different than last night.
Yes, Lina and her husband wanted to do something a bit different, which is they went to a local tabernacle, right, and met a lady there. Yeah, anyone want to add? Hansen, please.
Lina and her husband did something a bit different on their last.
Yeah, good. Did something little different. Last night they walked out to the town and met a local tabernacle for no holiday makers, only full of Greek people. Good. Anyone want to add the last one? Last group? Airlines group, please. What is the main idea for the second paragraph?
Lina and her husband wanted to do something a bit different.
Yes, good. It's about Lina and her husband want to do something bit different to get on the faster track. Okay, good. So the second paragraph, it is called as events or series of events. Good, series of events. Why it is called as series of events? Why it is called as series of events? Because what? The what? It's about the events of one story, right? The chronological order of the story. So, meaning that the second paragraph is the series of events. What about the last paragraph? Can somebody help me to tell what is the main idea for the last paragraph? Don't be shy. Okay, thank you. Good job. They went to the party, which is a lovely lady, smiling lady, and they wanted to order their food. Okay, good. Thank you. So, well, that's the last paragraph. Anyone want to add for the last? Anyone want to add? What about Richard's group, please? The last paragraph. Help me to determine the main idea. They point out vacant table and they want to order the sample which is the lady had. Good. So the last paragraph it is called as what? Reorientation part, which is the conclusion of the story. Good. So what is the title actually? Yes. What is the purpose of the context? Meaning that they write about a wonderful eating experience which is about Lina and her husband experience. What is the purpose? Kira-kira apa sih tujuannya untuk menuliskan ini? To what? I hear that. Yes, good. To tell about past experiences. At the end, Lina and her husband felt embarrassed because of they attended a private party. Good. So, anyone wants to ask about the text? Ada yang mau tanya? Let's review for the last. What is the first paragraph called as? Paragraph pertama disebut sebagai apa? Orientation. The next paragraph, the chronological sequence, series of events. What about the last one? Reorientation. Good. So we have already done our pre-reading activity, and which is we have already reviewing about the structure of the text. Good. So now we are going to have our one reading activity, which is the strategy of today's reading activity. You're going to have a guided reading group for 40 minutes. Let's open the next page of your worksheet. This part. Okay, let's read the instruction together. 1, 2, 3. Whether the statement is true or false. If it is true, explain why it is true. If it is false, explain why it is false. So basically the same as the previous activity. You have to explain if it is true, why. You can also refer to the passage, which is about wonderful experiences. And if it is false, you have to correct the sentence. Any questions? Okay, good. You may discuss with your friends, but there is something that I want to tell you. The first is, this is individual task. This is not a group task. So while you're sitting with your friends, you may discuss probably any ideas that you don't know, probably the difficult vocabularies you can share, but you are not allowed to plagiarize others' answers. And you may all discuss with your friends. If you want to ask me, it's also fine, just raise your hand. Well, right, man? Any questions? No, good. Remember that do not do plagiarism. You are not allowed to plagiarize. And these are our attitudes to highlight. Don't forget to participate, listen actively, and not gossiping, of course. Use some voices, respect. If you want to ask, just raise your hand. And the last one, stay with your group, and you are not allowed to know the other groups. Okay? Any questions? No? And don't copy and paste your friend's answers or plagiarize. Okay, you may do it now. I want you to take one sheet of paper. I will have the last activity. Please take out the sheets of paper. Make sure that the paper is limited so that I can read it. Okay? Alright, write your name. It's also okay, but if you don't want, it's okay. Alright, there are two questions. The first one is, what have you learned today? You don't have to write the question. The first one is, what have you learned today regarding to the text that you have already learned? It also can be the activities that you find the most interesting way. Apa yang sudah kamu pelajari hari ini? Write it down there regarding to our English class. It could be the group presentation, it's also the guided reading group, at the conclusion, as a summary. Just write it down. As many as you can. What have you learned today? So as the review, we have already done our guided reading group as the one reading, post reading is the conclusion. And the first activity, which is the pre-reading, you have a group presentation, which is about identify the main ideas and the structure of the paragraph or the passage. Okay. You also can refer to the passage. Yeah. The next question is, how do you feel about today's learning activity? How do you feel? You can write down my feeling is blah 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 blah. Okay. That's the second thing is about your feeling. Perasaan kamu gimana sih kalau setelah mempelajari teks hari ini atau aktivitas hari ini? That's how you write it down. How do you feel? Okay, the last question is, which part, the most difficult one according to you. Which part is the most difficult one for you? Apa sih yang paling susah dari semua aktivitasnya? So that if you have already written down it, next meeting we can discuss again. As our time is limited, please write it down. The most difficult part in this activity. You can also refer to the reading passage. After this, please submit it to me. Okay, have you finished with the down? Okay. That's okay, you may submit it after this. Thank you so much for today's lesson. Yeah. Give it to me. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for today's activity. Akira, please greetings.
Stand up, please.
Greetings first, please. Anyone pray for today, please? One of you. Okay, Felicia.
Reading, please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you may sit down and continue the.
Hi Lex.
Hi, madam.
I think you did your best today.
Thank you so much.
Jadi gimana nih tujuan saya memanggil Bapak hari ini? Ya tadi kan seperti yang sudah kita lihat observasi pembelajarannya. Oke, menurut saya ya. Cuman ada beberapa yang ingin kita bicarakan ya. Pak, gimana tadi kondisi di kelas?
Ya agak aktif sih bu, memang sih agak gimana gitu, mereka kadang itu susah untuk komunikasi sama teman-teman yang meskipun kita udah ajak mereka diskusi, kadang tuh mereka masih diem, kadang malu-malu ngomong kayak gitu.
Oh, berarti mereka itu pasif ya di dalam
Iya,
kelas begitu ya?
nggak semuanya aktif, nggak semuanya mau langsung ngomong gitu di depan teman-temannya, padahal kan kita kan presentasi kan dia ngomongnya ya, terus mereka pada diem, harusnya harus kita yang tunjuk.
Jadi kira-kira menurut Pak Alex nih ya, kalau melihat situasi anak-anak yang tidak aktif seperti itu, kira-kira bisa kita lihat nggak apa sih penyebabnya?
Ya, kalau misalnya di kelas, ini kan kelas 8D ya, observasi saya sudah cukup panjang studi kelas ini. Yang bisa kita lihat itu pertama dia tuh diam atau nggak tahu, misalnya nggak tahu tuh artinya apa atau kesalahannya apa, dia bingung gitu kan. Jadi mereka juga harus harus saya kasih tahu juga dalam bahasa Indonesia, karena ini bahasa Inggris yang kita lihat, dan kadang tuh mereka bingung nih artinya apa, jadi mereka tuh jadinya dia nggak mau berpartisipasi lah gitu secara aktif. Jadinya saya harus juga kayak datangi mereka, kasih tahu kuliah atau apa, baru mereka sedikit demi sedikit mau lah, tapi nggak semua.
Oke, berarti mereka itu takut ngomong karena
Ya.
mereka nggak bisa mengutarakan dalam bahasa Inggris.
Betul sekali.
Tapi tadi sudah bagus saya lihat, sudah Bapak mendatangi, memberikan clue ya tadi ya,
Iya, memberikan clue.
pasti lah pasti. ini adalah tugas kita untuk membuat mereka tuh nggak pasif lagi di dalam kelas ya. Kira-kira strategi Bapak ke depannya supaya mereka aktif nih.
Betul. Ya pastinya harus ada strategi sih supaya mereka juga lebih aktif lagi ke depannya. Paling saya tanamkan mindset dulu sih, jadi ya supaya mereka tuh jangan sampai takut untuk berbicara, karena mereka tuh takut grammarnya salah atau intinya apa. Jadi kita juga harus semangatin mereka dari mindset mereka. Kadang kalau di kelas itu saya selalu tanamkan bahwa jangan terlalu takut untuk berbicara. Nah itu yang saya sarankan. Kedua adalah semangatin mereka juga, bagaimana kita bisa approach mereka untuk ke depannya. Jadi lebih ke peers ya, peer teaching juga ke mereka. Jadi satu one to one. Atau enggak saya juga gunakan strategi yang saya kan ada kelompok 3 orang. Jadi 3 ini kan ada yang aktif, ada yang pasif. Nah si aktif ini ke kelompok sendiri akan coba bawa teman-temannya untuk bisa lebih aktif lagi. Itu strategi seperti itu.
Jadi kayak seperti itu terus supaya ya.
Betul sekali.
Pak Alex, kalau dilihat dari pembelajaran tadi, kira-kira apa yang bisa kita Pak Alex refleksikan dari pembelajaran tadi? Refleksi itu maksudnya mungkin ada selain strategi tadi ya, mungkin dari anaknya. Kira-kira Pak Alex mau seperti apa sih? Misalnya memberikan motivasi, memberikan apa gitu ya, memberikan ya seperti coaching. Kan tadi ini yang kita membicarakan yang tadi ya. Refleksi dari pembelajaran tadi.
Saya merefleksikan bahwa tujuan pembelajarannya sudah tercapai. Artinya pada saat saya lihat mereka bekerja, mereka sudah mengetahui alur cara kerjanya. Karena kan di modul yang saya berikan atau yang saya berikan ini kan lebih ke kemampuan analisis bacaan. Saya lihat dari pertama mereka sudah bisa analisis dengan baik. Penjelasannya mungkin masih kurang. Nah itu yang menurut saya tuh harus saya lebih memberikan waktu ekstra pada mereka biar lebih mereka bisa menjelaskan dengan baik. Yang saya juga pengen belajar itu manajemen waktu, manajemen kelas juga supaya mereka lebih aktif lagi ke depannya. Terus manajemen waktu dari misalnya per materi atau per aktivitas nih lebih detail lagi untuk waktunya. Itu yang harus saya lebih tingkatkan.
Itu ya Pak ya. Luar biasa sih tadi Pak, saya lihat juga anak-anak ya walaupun ada beberapa yang tidak aktif, tapi saya lihat kalau presentasinya juga ada yang aktif juga ya. Jadi luar biasa sih Pak, luar biasa. Tinggal nanti Bapak lanjutkan ya Pak. Kira-kira kapan nih mau melaksanakan tadi strategi yang akan diterapkan di kelas itu? Kira-kira kapan? Secepatnya ya.
Sebenarnya saya juga selalu gunakan metode ini kan yang untuk kolaborasi lagi. Dan juga mereka presentasi di website itu juga pasti sedepannya kemungkinan minggu depan.
Minggu depan sudah diimplementasikan di dalam kelas. Bagus kan Pak. Nanti apa ya? Saya boleh lah ya melihat-lihat kembali.
Boleh banget.
Kira-kira ada perkembangan tidak gitu ya Pak ya setelah strategi ini sudah diterapkan di dalam kelas ke depannya ya.
Boleh
ya.
Boleh banget.
Kita kan bisa saling berbagi juga
Iya.
ya. Saya juga bisa belajar dari Pak Alex.
Saya juga bisa belajar dari Hendra.
Oh iya. Baik, kita sama-sama sambil belajar ya pasti ya. Oke, saya rasa cukup lah ya. Strategi tadi bagus sekali. Refleksi juga sudah. Anak-anak senang ya belajar tadi ya.
Iya, saya dari
Senang.
juga mereka refleksikan.
Baik, saya rasa pembicaraan kita hari ini lah ya. Saya tunggu nanti setelah implementasi strategi itu ya.
Iya.
Saya akan menjelaskan. Oke, terima kasih ya Pak Alex untuk
Terima kasih
waktunya.
ya.
Selamat mengajar kembali.
Iya.
Hari ini.